Hello students, welcome to our student support program for grade 10 mathematics. Our topic for today is standard form. This is the second part of the chapter standard form. So let us start. In today's lesson, we will learn how to work with numbers expressed in standard form. In the previous lesson, we have learned what is standard form? That is a number written in the form a times 10 to the power of n, where 1 is less or equal to a, less than 10, and n is an integer. So any number written in this form, satisfying the two criteria, will be in standard form. We have also learned what is ordinary form, how to express a number in standard form, and how to express a number in ordinary form. So now let us start with today's lesson on how to work with numbers on standard form. First example, arrange the following numbers in ascending order. So we have three numbers in standard form and we need to arrange these in ascending order. What is ascending order? Do you still remember? So ascending order means we start with the smallest number. We are going to rewrite these numbers in ordinary form first. So 1.5 times 10 to the power of 2 will be 150. 2.01 times 10 to the power of 3. So 10 to the power of 3 is 1000. So 1000 has 3 zeros. I need to move the decimal point to the right by 3 places, which will give me 2010. 3.14 times 10 to the power of negative 2. Remember, in the first lesson, we have learned negative powers means division. So we are dividing by 100. And I will get 0.0314. Now I need to rewrite these numbers in ascending order. So I have to start with the smallest one. So which one is the smallest number here? 0.0314. That is 3.14 times 10 to the power of negative 2. The next one will be 150. That is 1.5 times 10 to the power of 2. And finally 2010. That is 2.01 times 10 to the power of 3. So here is the answer. So first exercise, part A, arrange the following numbers starting with the smallest. And part B, arrange the following numbers in descending order. Second example, express the following in standard form. So let us have a look at the solution. First part, 1.5 times 10 to the power of 2, the whole of it to the power of 3. So let us see how we are going to rewrite this. Remember your laws of indices. AB to the power of m is a power m times b power m. We are going to use the laws of indices here. So I can write it as 1.5 to the power of 3 times 10 to the power of 2 to the power of 3. So here we are going to use the power law. A power x to the power of y is a to the power of xy. So I will get 3.375 times 10 to the power of 6. And I need to check whether this answer is in standard form. Yes, it satisfies the interval 1 less or equal to a less than 10 and the power is an integer. So the answer is in standard form. Second part, 2 into 8 decimal 1 times 10 to the power of 3, the whole of it to the square. So applying our laws of indices, we will get 2 into 8 decimal 1 to the square times 10 to the power of 6. So I have already applied the power law here. Now this will give me 8 decimal 1 to the square is equal to 65.61. Now 2 times 65.61 is 131.22 times 10 to the power of 6. So here, students, you need to be careful. I have already multiplied 2 by 65.61. There is no need to multiply again 2 by 10 power 6. It's just as if you have 2ab. So what does 2ab means? It means 2 times a times b. So if I have already multiplied a by 2, there is no need to multiply b by 2 again, which is what I have done here. So 65.61 has been multiplied by 2. Now, if you look at this line, is the number in standard form? No. 131.22 times 10 to the power of 6 is not in standard form because our a here is not between 1 and 10. So I have to simplify it further. 131.22 can be written as 1.3122 times 10 to the power of 2 times 10 to the power of 6. Then, applying the multiplication law of indices, we get 1.3122 times 10 to the power of 8. And this is in standard form. Next one, 3 into 5.31 times 10 to the power of negative 1, the whole of it to the power of 2. So we will have to proceed as in the previous slides. 3 into 5.31 to the square times 10 to the power of negative 2. Now 5.31 to the square will give me 28.1961. Expanding the bracket will give me 3 times 28.1961, which is equal to 84.5883 times 10 to the power of negative 2. So can I stop here? No, because our answer is not in standard form. So I will have to rewrite 84.5883 in standard form, which is equal to 8.45883 times 10 to the power of 1. Now, using the laws of indices, we will get 8.45883 times 10 to the power of negative 1. What I have done is 1 plus minus 2, which is minus 1. So this is going to be our answer. Example 3. Evaluate the following, giving your answer in standard form. So part A. 7.2 times 10 power 3 times 2 times 10 power 4. So again, we are going to use our laws of indices. I will calculate 7.2 times 2, and I have grouped the two powers together, 10 power 3 times 10 power 4, which will give me 14.4 times 10 power 7. Rewriting in standard form now, 1.44 times 10 or 10 power 1 times 10 power 7, which will give me 1.44 times 10 power 8. Part B, 6.1 times 10 to the power of negative 2 times 3 times 10 power 5. So I will group 6.1 times 3 together times 10 power minus 2 times 10 power 5 together, which will give me 18.3 times 10 power 3. Minus 2 plus 5 is 3. So this answer is not in standard form. I rewrite 18.3 as 1.83 times 10 power 1, or simply 10, times 10 to the power of 3, which will give me 1.83 times 10 power 4. The next part, 5 times 10 power 4 over 2 times 10 power 5. So here we have division. So 5 over 2 times, I have applied the division law of indices, so 10 power 4 minus 5. Now 5 over 2 is 2.5 times 10 to the power of negative 1. And this is in standard form. So you have exercise 2. Evaluate the following, giving your answers in standard form. Example 4. Given A equal to 5 times 10 power 8, B equal to 4 times 10 power 4, evaluate each of the following, expressing your answers in standard form. So let us have a look at the solution. We have been given the values of A and B. First part, I need to find A square. So I replace A by 5 times 10 to the power of 8 to the power of 2. Simplifying, I get 25 times 10 power 16. But 25 is not in standard form. So I rewrite it as 2.5 times 10 times 10 power 16, which will give me 2.5 times 10 power 17. Part B, square root of B. So square root of B means square root of 4 times 10 to the power of 4. Now square root of 4 is 2. 10 to the power of 4 to the power of half. So square root means power half. Simplifying, I get 10 to the power of 2. So square root of B will be equal to 2 times 10 to the power of 2. Part C. I need to evaluate AB. So I multiply these two. 5 times 10 power 8 times 4 times 10 power 4. So 5 times 4 will give me 20. 10 to the power of 8 times 10 to the power of 4 will give me 10 to the power of 12. Now 20 can be written as 2 decimal 0 times 10. So simplifying, I get 2 decimal 0 times 10 to the power of 13. Last part, B over A. So replacing the values of B and A, I get 4 times 10 power 4 over 5 times 10 power 8. So 4 over 5 is 0 decimal 8. 10 power 4 divided by 10 power 8 is 10 power negative 4. But 0.8 is not in the interval 1 less or equal to A less than 10. So I rewrite it as 8 times 10 to the power of negative 1. And simplifying, I get 8 times 10 to the power of negative 5. So you have exercise 3 with the values of m and n given, and you need to evaluate the following: m square, square root of n, 2mn, n over 2, giving your answers in standard form. So students, in today's lesson, we have learned how to work with numbers expressed in standard form. This is the end of the second part of the chapter Standard Form. Until we meet again, it's goodbye.